Tennessee's roots rest in agriculture, not only growing in the fields, but etched in the state seal itself. But today, Tennessee's farmland doesn't stretch nearly as far as it used to. Governor Bill Lee taking notice.
The environment that we live in this state is unique and remarkable. We have to be good stewards of it. And in the midst of a state that's economically as vibrant as ours, that's a real challenge.
From 1997 to 2017, Tennessee lost 1.7 million acres of farmland, according to the state, the second most in the country behind Texas. This year, Governor Lee asked the General Assembly to pass legislation he believes will help preserve the land Tennessee has left.
This is not the answer. It's a good first step, and we want to learn from this because we need to solve this difficult problem.
The Farmland Preservation Act lets landowners voluntarily put their farms or forests under a permanent conservation easement, which are overseen by nonprofits. The owners receive grant money from a $25 million pool to pay for the legal process, harvesting a new plan to save Tennessee farmland. But some small sustainable farm advocates aren't fully convinced.
Most of that is being lost to residential and commercial development. So where is that balance? Where do food and real estate intersect? And the Farmland Preservation Act may be a step toward it, but it's a small step right now in comparison to the problem that we see.
The main problem, Christina Villa, co-executive director of the Farmers Land Trust, says, especially for young next-generation farmers, is getting land in the first place. While establishing conservation easements does help bring the price down, it's still not enough for future farmers to afford.
What ends up happening is that wealthy people who want a second home or a big private lawn end up being those people who can more affordably purchase that land. And because active regenerative food production agriculture is not stipulated, and it's not able to be stipulated through a conservation easement, they're able to just sit on that land as long as it's kept open for future agriculture use. So we end up losing that land. It lays fallow to wealthy people who just want to hold it instead of being available for actual agriculture.
Some lawmakers have their own concerns, worried about the permanency of conservation easements and the freedoms landowners may be giving up by voluntarily putting their land in a trust.
And I understand we're trying to get a tool in the toolbox, and I'm sympathetic to that, but I'm afraid this may be more than a tool. It may be a handcuff for future generations.
The Farmland Preservation Act passed earlier this year.
I hereby declare pass by objection the most week's series table.
Not yet in effect, farmers and advocates are curious to see how it takes shape.
Not to sound too pessimistic or, doomsday, but the future of our food and of our communities depend on us being more thoughtful about what happens to the land that we are privileged to get to live with and steward.
Reporting in Nashville, Tori Gessner, News 2.